What's up? All right, day two, week one, day two. And we got two new categories today. One is gonna be a new throwing grip, bottom hand only. So for lefties, that's gonna be right hand on the stick. For righties, that's gonna be your left hand on the stick. So you pull and snap. That's our bottom hand only throw. The second new category is focusing on our footwork. We're gonna do some single leg balance. Okay, so we're gonna get some bend in that knee, hopefully get some glute activation, right? And we also wanna introduce the concept of dissociation of our hips to our shoulders. So all that really means is I should be able to turn my shoulders without my hips turning. I should also be able to turn my hips without my shoulders turning. And a lot of times they're gonna be in conjunction with each other. When we do like a hard shot, our hips will turn and that will turn our shoulders. But from a perspective of wall ball, we wanna be just focused on balance with the lowers and fluidity with the uppers. All right, so let's start with this first exercise here. We got strong hand, bottom hand only. Okay, with this strong hand, bottom hand only, I'm focusing on pulling and snapping. If I'm having trouble with this, I'll choke up to halfway up, and it's fine to catch with two hands on this. All right, no problem, but really try to come straight over the top. You'll have a lot of trouble if you come across. It's gonna start to take off on you. All right, so that's our strong hand, bottom hand only. From there, you're going right into your two-handed, strong hand snapper. All right, and our hope with this is now that you can get better activation out of that bottom hand once you add the top hand into the equation. All right, next one, right into the weak hand. For me, that's my right side, bottom hand only. So that's actually my left hand on the stick. Weak hand, bottom hand only, overhand snappers. All right, pull and snap. Catch with two hands there. Right from there, you go into your two-handed weak hand and make sure you're using that bottom hand like we just practiced. Okay, the last exercise on this first bracket is going to be throw, catch, change hands, except this time, every throw we make is bottom hand only. As you exchange hands, all right, feel free to set it up with two hands, but let that top hand go for each throw. Okay, second phase of this practice plan, we're gonna start focusing on our footwork, on our balance. So we're gonna stick with our overhand snappers, all right, but we're gonna balance on one foot. So to start with this, let's keep our hips square to the wall for now, all right? Sit low, two-handed snappers. Oh, hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? If you lose your balance and you have to touch that other foot, that's fine. Just come right back on to whichever foot you're focusing on and continue. All right, and then stay on that same side and switch feet. Okay, so this is where we're gonna start to see that dissociation of our hips from our shoulders. Just focus on balance with the hips, and what you'll start to see is I'll be able to rotate my upper body a little bit more. And now balance is starting to become more challenging because I'm dissociating my hips and shoulders a little more. But as I sink lower, that should become a little easier. Let's try it on the other side. Okay, it's very easy to get lazy with these balance drills. If I just lock my knee out, all right, I can do this, all right, but it's just not realistic. And it can literally lead to potential injury, right? One of the main reasons you train, whether it's in the gym, or in this case for a lot of you at home, is injury prevention. That's the reason we want to get stronger, is we want to prevent ourselves from being sidelined due to injury. All right, so by practicing a drill as simple as this, lower to the ground, you're going to be building out your glute strength and stability much more effectively, than if we were to lock that knee out. Right, so sit low. Right, exaggerate that. The final phase of this practice plan, we've got a brand new drill, Icky Shuffle with exchanges. So I've got 2 sticks here. You could use cones, you could use whatever the heck you want. You don't really need anything. You could just literally draw chalk lines or have imaginary lines here, but we want these about shoulder width apart. And these are our single leg balances, okay, with our outside foot. So when I'm on the right side, I should be balancing on my right foot. All right, and when I'm on the left side, I should be balancing on my left foot. Okay, and now that stability is going to become crucial. So both feet touch in the middle, 1, 2, 3 total steps, and then stick it on the outside. Two-second pause on the outside. Sink nice and low. Turn your glute on and be in triple threat position. This one should start to burn your legs. Okay, and then the last exercise for this practice plan, every single time we stick it on the outside, throw and catch, do your best to balance on that outside foot throughout that throw and catch process. Okay, one of the little nuances here, as we start to move, notice that we're moving laterally. I'm moving side to side. So my toes should be facing the wall for the entirety of this movement. If you start to feel yourself turn and throw throws with your toe pointed off to the side, that's not like, oh, it's bad, but try to do it with your toe facing the wall the whole time, so we can prioritize this lateral movement and lateral stability, simply because that's the focal point for today. Right? There's a lot of thought that goes into, you know, the progression of these drills, and really the big thing I want you to understand is that it's not like this rep is right and that rep is wrong, or correct versus incorrect, but there's a lot of different ways that we can do what we're doing. And what I am hoping that we're starting to see the pattern here is that we want to be intentional. Right? There's a purpose behind practicing a specific technique. Day 3 coming at you soon. All right, good luck, peace.